I had a string of really crappy leaders, horrible bosses, micromanagers, toxic. They didn't trust me. I didn't trust them. They kind of gaslit me a lot. And it was a pattern that I desperately wanted and needed to break. I wanted an amazing leader, but first I had to figure out what that even meant. So I did this exercise that got me to a string of great leaders. I'll tell you all about it. And I want to tell you it so that you can do the same. Find yourself an incredible leader. So stay tuned. Why, hello there. My name is Sarah Curto, and I am the career coach who helps people find their dream jobs where they work less, make more money, and finally feel fulfilled and happy doing work they love. And in order to do that, we need a great leader. Like, people are the number one reason people leave jobs. And usually that's manager. So your manager can make or break your experience in a job, a career, a company, an industry. It is important. And I had 3 horrible managers in a row, toxic, constantly changing what they wanted from me, gaslighting me where they were trying to make me feel like I was the one who was crazy, not them, with their constantly changing demands, where they questioned everything, where like micromanaging. I have one where like literally they would like check every single day, how many people did you call today? And tell me about each of those conversations. Like, it was so annoying. Ones that did not trust me to do my job. Like, you hired me to do the job. And in my performance evaluations, I was exceeding expectations, yet they would still want to shadow me or listen to me or question everything I did because they did not trust me to do my job. Now, when I got laid off in 2009, which is like crazy how many years ago that was, I was determined to finally have a great leader, to say goodbye to that string of really not fun bosses, and focus instead on finding ones that would be amazing for me in my future. So I didn't really know what that meant, though. That's the thing. When you have been with poor managers, even sometimes mediocre managers, you kind of forget what a great leader is. So I needed to define what that meant for me. So here's what I did, and here's what I want you to do. Is first I kind of did a look back, an evaluation of what had happened in the past. And so I started with coaches. So I played competitive basketball growing up. So I thought about the coaches that really got the best athlete out of me. And I knew it was easy to know what it wasn't. It wasn't the coach that would throw the chair on the court. True story. It happened more than once. Or the coach who, if I made a mistake, I could hear them slamming the clipboard down on the ground. The coach who nitpicked my game apart, who had me questioning every single thing. So I was hesitating too much. It was harder to figure out the coaches that were really brought out the best. And I remember a coach who focused on building my own confidence in the game, who trusted my decision making, whether it worked out or who didn't, who thought about games lost or mistakes made as learning opportunities, as opportunities that we could have to think about what we could do better in different situations, and who also built up the resiliency to navigate those fails and those falls that would happen. And a coach who gave me the space and autonomy to decide for myself. We had a coach that did this famous, I'm not even going to get into it. It's like this famous play was created by a university It's called Motion. And where he literally built a starting 5 to really trust each other and to know each other. And we just had some boundaries or some guidelines on what to do on the floor, but it was really kind of up to us most of the time. And we were able to do that so well. And we got to know how each other played so incredibly well, and it was very successful. And I think it was that trust in the relationship building, and building up our confidence and not nitpicking anything. So it was incredible. I also thought about teachers is a great one. So who are the teachers you had? And it was the same. For me, I am sort of a natural leader. And the teachers that got the best out of me were not just focused. I'm also like, I need to do more than one thing. Okay. That's why I'm a good business owner. So most teachers did not have me just doing the work. They also had me leading or teaching or motivating other students, like getting those sort of most improved players or the ones that had the potential. I was the one who would help bring out that potential in them. And I did really well in those sort of situations. And so when I thought about the manager that I wanted, because I hadn't really had some great managers up to that point, only 1 or 2, they were also doing the same thing with me. So they got the best out of me. And the attributes they had were like they were confident in themselves as leaders. They trusted their instincts, and they helped me build up my trust in my instincts, and they also trusted my instincts. They talked to me. They talked me through how they made decisions so that I could make more confident decisions. They walked me through how to learn and evaluate from mistakes and created a safe space for mistakes to be made. They were open to new ideas and thinking that their idea was not the best idea, that things can improve and change and get better. So these are some of the attributes that I saw. So getting a really good understanding of how I performed best in the past with coaches and teachers and managers, and the spaces that I felt most motivated and excited and creative really helped me narrow down on some of the skills and attributes that I wanted to see. Then because I'm a leader, and I think we're all a little bit of a leader, we all want to lead in some capacity, I also asked myself, what kind of leader did I want to be? So I want you to ask yourself that. And funnily enough, it was very similar to what I had learned. And it's very similar to what the kind of leader I want to be in this space. And while I probably will never have a big team of people, that is not in my career goals, I will lead as a coach. I will lead in this industry for a new way of thinking about things. And I want to lead from a place of empathy and understanding. I want to lead from a place of intuition, of knowing what is going on and being said that's not being said or that's not really being showcased. I want to advocate for the people who do not have voices to advocate. I have that voice. I do not have a manager. I do not have a boss. I can speak out. I can be that voice. I also want to be a leader of leaders. I want to demonstrate actual leadership skills, not management skills. And I want to be a time traveler. This was something I learned from so many of my coaches and my teachers and managers, the ability to travel back in time and really learn from what happened in the past, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I also want to travel to the future, to see what's happening, to see what's going to come, so we can also learn from that, so we can influence how we are now. So getting a sense of who you want to be as a leader, whether or not you'll ever step into those leadership shoes or not, is so important for you to pick the leader that you want. From there, from doing all that, I had a string of incredible managers and leaders. I had one of my favorites. They're all actually, like, I had Joanne, who pushed me and groomed me and questioned me in a healthy way, like, and how can I help you be better because I want you to be the best. I had Pat, who created the safest of spaces for me, who allowed me to just blossom in this safe space. I had Janice, who allowed me to kind of break the rules a little bit and be more innovative and creative in my approach. And I had Laura, who I never met in person, but who still allowed me to get better as a coach, who trusted me and trusted my process. And I ended my career on a high note of managers and leaders in terms of working in a corporate world where I have managers and leaders. I ended it on a high note. And I think that really has allowed me as a coach to step into being that leader, because I did not come from that string of horrible leaders. And it also allowed me to know that it wasn't the management anymore. It was the fact that it was the wrong career. I had everything that I wanted, except for doing the things that I wanted to do. So having great leaders also made me realize what it is I really wanted in my career. So it is so important for you to know, or to first have an amazing leader. But in order to have an amazing leader, you need to figure out what it is they look like for you. So comment below, what are some of the attributes that you want to see? Who was your favorite manager, your favorite teacher, your favorite coach? Drop it in the comments below. Send them some energetic vibes, or maybe even send them a little thank you email. Okay, take care. Have a great day. I'll see you next week with another YouTube training. So hit the subscribe button so you don't miss it. Take care. Bye.